Welcome to Kumbasoft DPAA tutorials. This tutorial is about how to build custom quick filters for viewing logs within the DPAA product. So be sure to set your video playback to high definition, and though some visual details of DPAA may have changed since this video was created, the functionality will be the same. There are other videos or another video on how the quick filters of the logging works. This video is not about how these quick filters work. This video is about how to create custom extracts to build quick filters in a custom way that matter to you. By default, the quick filters list extracts a number of fields from the logging entries, except for from the message or the time field, and you can search just about any field you would like to search. The quick filters aggregates uniquely information from these logging entries to display to you how many different, say, error codes are represented or transactions are represented. It's not a surprise that I would only have 4 appliances represented because I only have 4 appliances selected. However, that's not a guarantee. It could be that I selected 4 appliances, ran the logs, and there are no logs that match maybe a search expression or some other condition I replied to this session of looking at logs. One of the things that we discovered was we can pull meaningful information out of the message and aggregate that as a custom filter. I have a couple of entries from these logging entries selected here, indicating that some servers are down for different reasons. It might be nice to be able to aggregate that to get just a quick glance view at what servers might be down. So let's focus on that as this demonstration goes on. To create a custom quick filter, we're going to look at this button that's listed above the quick filters categories next to the quick filters title within the login screen. When I select that button, I get a Manage Quick Filters screen, enabling me to define a new quick filter here. To add a quick filter, I select the button on the top, and it gives me a new row where I can enter a title for my filter. Now, it's a good idea to keep the title unique from the built-in quick filters DPAA provides and to make them unique overall. So I'm going to say down server as my filter title. In my expression, I'm going to paste, because I've already typed it in, I'm a horrible typist. I've already created a regular expression that I want to paste here, and it's very important to understand one thing about this kind of regular expression. So essentially what we're doing is we're searching for logging entries where the words server down followed by apostrophes exist, and whatever comes before that or whatever comes after that, I don't care. What I care about is extracting the server name from those logging entries. It's this extraction, it's this information that's pulled out of this parenthetical part of the regular expression that's going to become the unique items of our quick filter. I'm going to click Save, and then I'm going to close this window. What we see has shown up down here is something called down server. This is the title of my new quick filter that I just created. But what can happen in this case is I can now go ahead and I can search the logs. And as I search these logs, we can quickly see that I get a number of servers that are showing up in this list that are showing down. Now, I'm going to collect some 80,000 logs from these logging targets that I have selected because I have effectively 4 default logs selected because I have 4 appliances and the default domain. And so it's going to read this information, but there's some 80,000, 90,000 logs in here, and I can see that there are 40 different servers that are marked as down. If I click on my new custom quick filter category, I'd get a unique list of all the servers that are down here. and as stated, there were some 40 of them. If I click on any one of these, what happens is the filtering isolates just the logs for that logging or that server that is down. And you can see that the filter indicator has shown up. I can select any one of these and refilter my logs based upon this information as we go through the different logging entries. I can also control-click and list them in different ways, and we can start seeing some other information in the logs maybe about that. The one thing to know about the way this filter works is it is not using the regular expression to filter logs. It is actually using the name of the log that it finds somewhere in the message. And so by looking at some of these things, we can find out maybe why that logging entry is down and maybe why we can't see the logging entry or why that server might be down. So in this particular case, I've selected on this server and it says I can't resolve the host name for that. Well, this is obviously maybe a missing host alias or a missing DNS entry in your configuration of that appliance. You can create as many custom quick filters as you like, and then you can then do the similar kind of quick filtering on a custom extraction as you see fit. Some meaningful use cases would be, say, listing all the users who have signed in to a particular service, a number of certificates that are expired or unreadable. As you look through your logs, you can come up with many different examples that you can use custom quick filters for to enable you not to have to search the logs over and over again just to be able to filter by a particular use case you find necessary within your logs. It's all we have for this tutorial. If you want to know out and learn more about our product and the other tutorials that are available to you, go out to www.kumbasoft.com and go to the Filters and Tutorials page, where you'll find hundreds of other videos to explain all the features of the DPAA product. Also included are a number of other tutorial videos on how to use all the features of the logging stream within DPAA. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.